Good morning, Booktube. Today I'm going to do a video review of The Second Sleep by Robert Harris. But before I do, let me congratulate the two Booktubers that will get a copy of my book in the mail. I'm still working on a few issues there, but I am going to send them to you. I promise. I'm not going to give up on this. So, congratulations, Seagulls Gather and the Avid Reader. Great Booktube channels. Shoutouts in the description. And actually, there will be more shoutouts later in the video. So, anyway, on to the review. So, Robert Harris is one of only two authors that I read 3 or more. Very, very important qualifier here, standalone books. The only one of 2 authors that I've read more than 3 or more standalones. And so I don't usually collect books based on a single author. That's what makes these two unique. I've only read 2 Stephen King novels, and from what I've been told, Stephen King likes to drop hints that everything he writes is in a shared universe. Anyway, tangent over. So, Robert Harris's The Second Sleep was published in 2019. First, let me just say I love the inky blue color of this book. I don't like my edition with where they're writing sleep here. I don't particularly like my edition of the book like this. I prefer just standard font. Nevertheless, it's not about the cover, it's what's in the book itself. So, from the outset, let me just say that I can only tell you about, in this review, I can only tell you about 40% about my thoughts on this book, because at the end of chapter 3 there is a huge twist. This book is, and this is the only thing I can say about the twist without spoiling the book, is a genre-bending novel. At first you're thinking this is a medieval mystery thriller. So the book takes place in 1468, the story rather, takes place in 1468 south of England. It takes place in the south of England in 1468, and a priest called Christopher Fairfax is on his way to a remote village where the local priest there has passed away, Father Lacey. So a young priest named Christopher Fairfax. He's on his way there, and he is instructed by his church, by the church leadership, to conduct the funeral and leave. Apologies for the motorcycle. Conduct the funeral and leave. And as he makes his way to the village, this is just the first 3 chapters, and as he goes through the village as well, you get the feeling that something is not right. You get the feeling that nothing is as it seems. This is me hinting at the twist here. So there's this weird feeling like, so much, that doesn't make sense. That's out of place. What's going on here? And one thing I would like to say, that I can say about this book, is it's very atmospheric. That the descriptions of the environment and the people has a similar kind of gloomy feel that his other book, Archangel, had. And I like that a lot. Descriptions of a spooky environment, you know? I love it. Anyway, so Christopher Fairfax goes to this village, conducts the funeral, and then discovers that the priest that he is putting in the ground was a heretic. He had forbidden literature, banned books in his collection, and in the weeks and months before he died, he was digging up a lot of ancient artifacts from the grounds, like battlefields from the past. Like if you dig out of the ground an old sword or a helmet. I've been told, I could be wrong here. Brits, any British viewers here, correct me if I'm wrong, but littered all over Great Britain is a lot of garbage from the Middle Ages and before. And when I say garbage, I mean leftover things. So, yeah, like I said, remnants of battles from the past. So, this priest was digging up things from the ancient world, and he's spending a excuse me. And there's this excuse me, I got a little bit of mucus in my throat there. And there's this mysterious ancient tower called the Devil's Chair. And so Father Christopher Fairfax wants to find out what he was up to this whole time. And as he continues to dig deeper and deeper, when he should have gone back to the main cathedral city, citadel city, I don't know what it's called, when he should have gone back to his church headquarters, he doesn't. He keeps digging. What was Father Lacey doing before he died? That's basically it. Now, a lot of people on BookTube and elsewhere on the internet are not hesitant to give away the twist. They'll tell it to you immediately. In fact, if you want to, you can just Google search, you can YouTube search it or Google search it, and you'll easily know what I'm talking about. But this is going to be a non-spoiler review. So yeah, I lost my chain of thought there. This is going to be a non-spoiler review. Like I said, there's very little I can tell you about this book. So it's as if the author played a really, really mean, cruel trick on his readers. That you cannot talk about it without giving away something. A live stream discussion about this book is called for. If I had the tools to do a live stream, which I don't at the moment, I would. The way Slime and Slashers does it with live streams with spoilery discussion. Another shout out there, I told you. Anyway, in case I missed it, in case I did not say it earlier, the best non-spoilery review you'll get of this book is by the booktuber Rogers Reads. Shout out in the description as well. So yeah, there you go. Okay, finally. So it's as if he played a cruel trick on the readers, and the twist in itself is, I guess it's a cool concept, but it's like a one-trick pony. Once you know what the twist is, this book will not stick with you for another 50 years. Like, it might have one dinner table conversation, but nothing beyond that. So the twist doesn't really make this book revolutionary, if that's the right word to say, if that's the right word. Oh my goodness, I keep losing my train of thought here. So, yes. Another booktuber complained at the slow pace of this book. And I would agree that is a problem, that it focuses a lot on the mundane. That in itself, though, is not the problem. The problem is if it focuses so much on the mundane and the slow burn of it, but then the ending is abrupt and unsatisfactory. That's one thing I have to say about this book. The ending just is cut short, and then it gives you a feeling of, wait, that's it? Nothing else? And when really, you want to know more. You want to know more about what happens in the south of England in 1468. So, because the ending is abrupt, because the book's not longer, that's why the slow burn gives the book even less to chew on. With the exception, of course, of the gigantic twist, which I'm not allowed to give away. Okay, I gave 4 shoutouts in this book, book review. In the very near future, now that I know how to make shoutouts, in the very near future there will be that shoutout video. Stay tuned for that. Okay, have a nice day.